Hey guys, Ollie here from Local Knowledge, and today I want to talk to you about hooks. So we've recently partnered with VMC hooks, who are also owned by our new sponsor as well, Rapala. VMC has a full line of hooks that covers just about everything that I'm going to do, even a great freshwater selection. So I want to talk about different applications and where I'm going to use the different VMC hooks. One of the problems that we have here in Southern California is we get these massive schools of tuna. I mean, sometimes it's as far as you can see. And a lot of times when we see them, they're foamed up and they're eating little tiny bait. If what you present to them doesn't wiggle just like that bait, looks the slightest bit unnatural, you're not going to get a bite. So to combat that, what we've done here is scale down the hook size. Now, a lot of guys will go down to a hook that's like a number 1 or a number 2. I pretty much refuse to do that. You will definitely get more bites with a tiny hook in a pick bite. My preference is to scale up hook size, but scale down the wire size of the hook. And what that does is it allows you to use a bigger hook with a bigger gap that's going to get you a better hook set and still get a good number of bites. So when fishing gets like that, which it indefinitely will every season, I'm going to use a light wire circle hook. These are the Sure Set circle hooks from VMC. These are their lighter solution for fishing a smaller bait in a pick bite or anytime you're going to be fishing with finesse. Here's the hook. This is a 1.0. The big thing to note here is the gap. You see how big that gap is? That's going to allow it to get around the hinge of the fish's mouth and actually get a good hook set. And you got to remember, with what's going on in our waters right now, you might be catching 15, 20 pound fish, but you could very well have an 80 or 100 pounder eat the bait. This being the 1.0, I would fish this on a smaller sardine or an anchovy, and this is plenty of hook to catch, a 60, 80 pound tuna, as long as you're patient. Now, that sort of covers the pick bite stuff that I would be using. Now, if we're outside, fishing the bigger bluefin, and I know there's a chance for 60 to 200 pound fish to be in the neighborhood, I'm gonna scale up and I'm gonna go to a heavier wire hook, but not necessarily a lot bigger because I'm fishing the same size bait. So this is the Nemesis line of hooks, and this is their heavier wire circle hook. Again, really big gap. It has a slightly different shape, but overall it's pretty much the same hook. I love that big gap. That's gonna equal more fish getting in the boat. And now, this is what I would use a sardine hook. I step up to a 3.0 in the heavier wire if I know the bigger fish are around. Then, if I'm fishing mackerel and I know it's strictly big fish, or if I'm fishing a live flying fish or similar, I'm gonna step up to a 6.0. Now this 6.0 is not a huge hook, but it's very strong. It's got good heavy wire to it, and you can pull on 180, 200 pound fish for several hours if need be on this hook, and you're gonna have zero issues. The other hook in the lineup that I see us using a lot is the Nemesis Circle. And this is the same hook, but bigger. This is an 8.0, heavier wire again as the hook size goes up. And I'm gonna use this when nobody's looking at my hook. Like if I'm doing a double trouble rig with a couple of mackerel, this hook's gonna go in the back of the mackerel. If I'm fishing live flying fish behind the boat, the fish just get silly on them and they wanna smash them, I always wanna use the biggest hook I possibly can. Again, bigger gap, heavier wire, less likely to have that hook come apart or pull. So that's gonna kind of cover the tuna end of things. And like, as I was looking through the catalog, I was looking for a hook that'll help me catch more rockfish. When we rockfish, we do stuff a little bit different. We will typically do a double dropper loop using surgeon's loops, and then we found years ago that these big circle hooks help keep those smaller rockfish off of your line, and then also it allows us to thread on a bigger gulp lure that'll attract a bigger fish, trying to weed through those small fish. Again, I like the circle hook here. We're fishing at depths from 200 to 400 feet where you need that fish to basically hook himself and they won't spin off of a bigger hook like this. Now, the last thing I saw in the catalog that I think I can use for my applications is gonna be these flat shad jig heads. So there's a bunch of different styles, bunch of different colors. I'm gonna use these for a couple of things. The smaller one, which is like a 1/2 ounce, I'm gonna use in the bay for bay bass, sand bass, whatever. They've got a cool shape to them. They come in an array of colors, big eyeball on them, really quality VMC hook built in here, heavy duty hook. And then the other one that I'm gonna use is gonna be this 1 ounce. And this I would use more for a calico bass. Maybe if I'm white sea bass fishing, I'll use a glow head, you know, with some live squid on it. And they've got these in every size, shape, and color. Again, flat shad jig head. These are really cool. So I'm just learning the line here, trying to figure out what I'm gonna use for this upcoming season. I kind of wanted to share that with you. There's a bunch of dealers in Southern California that are now carrying these VMC hooks. Maybe give them a try this season and see how they work for you. You know, I'd also love to hear from you guys. If you've been fishing these VMC hooks, drop us a line on social media, Instagram, Facebook, email, whatever. Let us know what hooks you found best for what situation. We're still learning here, familiarizing ourselves, and we can always use the input.